They took it, but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Henry running right. 1st down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. There's the Titan opposing kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Couple of very nice this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First and 10, Taylor now. Into the secondary again. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down, Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run here with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. A check down here for Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Second and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8 coming up. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
Now Tannehill gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz now to throw. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Titans.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down.
Wentz going to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Burkser, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Hey, check 24.
A give to Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
On first down, it's Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play action. It's Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. give to Taylor. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Six yards left on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Wentz. Taken in by Pascal out left. Touchdown, Colts. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Watch the slant.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. No.
They run with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wentz on the drop off to Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Let's get off the field. Check 3.
Wentz now on first down. This goes out right to Doyle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the give, this is Mack. He will push his way down to about the 14. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
8 yards to go on second down.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Mack. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike.
A handoff, running left, Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 4-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Tannehill now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45. Yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, a run by Mack. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They begin with Henry. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Watch the sled, watch the sled. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check.
Derrick Henry. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now it's Tannehill. A slant to Jones. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Second down, here's a run with Mack. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,